That's fatal.
How's it going, Proper Squad? Welcome to Fatal News. I am Fiddle Steven, and in today's weekly roundup, we have Cyberpunk 2077, Modern Warfare 2 news, Call of Duty news in general, Splatoon 3, as well as Harry Potter, so stay tuned for all that. I'm gonna start off with something small here, and that's Warzone hacks are getting out of hand. That's right, not only is there aimbot and ESP and walls and all this other crap you gotta deal with, but now you have to deal with flying vehicles. Yes, that's right, not only helicopters in the sky or airplanes, no, now flying vehicles as well. Cheat engines have developed a new option where you can now fly with your vehicle and pretty much just aimbot from the sky if you wanted to. It's kind of insane. It's a big thing in Caldera, but now it's moved its way over to Rebirth. So nowhere is safe now. There's videos all over the web of people finding these flying vehicles in the wild. So if you've encountered one of these flying vehicles like you're in Harry Potter, please let us know in the comment section down below. We would love to hear how many people have been affected by this. Speaking of Harry Potter and flying cars, Chip should be unseen by now to talk about some Hogwarts Legacy news. Chip, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Steven. As many of you are aware, there is currently a Harry Potter video game in development from Avalanche Software. We've already seen an official trailer over a year ago over on the PlayStation channel. However, we haven't heard much since. Now, Twitter user ACCNGT tweeted out a potential release date for a trailer focusing on skills and abilities, which he claims is set to release during the PlayStation event in February or March. He said, "On Hogwarts Legacy, because some people have asked about that, expect a September release. Next trailer based on skills/abilities is February, March, the PlayStation event in any case." Known Twitter leaker Tom Henderson tweeted out that the Sony State of Play event is rumored to take place in February or March. The current rumor is that the next Sony event looks like it could be in February based on this month's media events and past PlayStation dates. It'll probably be State of Play, but it has the potential to be a pretty big one in my opinion.
Modern Warfare 2 2022 is already in alpha, which is great news for the fans of the Modern Warfare franchise. According to Tom Henderson and some other Call of Duty news sources, Modern Warfare 2 is already in alpha. This means that development for this game has not been rushed and has had almost 2 years of development. We might be seeing an earlier release for Modern Warfare 2 in October rather than its original November release. Personally, this is very exciting news to me because Modern Warfare is my favorite series, and Modern Warfare 2019 was a fresh breath there, so I'm very excited to see what Infinity Ward does with Modern Warfare 2. Chip Swagger is now on scene to talk about Cyberpunk 2077's potential PS5 release.
Yeah, Steven, the PlayStation 5 version of Cyberpunk 2077 has been spotted on the PlayStation Network internal database, which could hint at a potential release soon. That is, at least, according to PlayStation Size on Twitter, an account that monitors the install sizes of upcoming games. On Sunday, the account had tweeted a new key art image for the game. When you search that image on Google or really any search engine, you will not get any results, which could confirm that this is indeed the PlayStation 5 version. Back in November, CD Projekt Red had stated that the new-gen versions of Cyberpunk 2077 and Witcher 3 were on track to meet their launch windows. The new version of Cyberpunk will be available as a standalone release and a free next-gen upgrade for players who already own the current-gen editions. For now, that's all I have. Back to you, Steven.
Call of Duty Vanguard Season 2 has leaked. Man, I'm getting all the Call of Duty news this video. That's okay. I'll talk about Call of Duty all day. Anyways, let's get into it. Season 2 of Call of Duty Vanguard has leaked, potentially. Not the whole season, just parts of it like the operators, as well as a potential game mode. Ground War, maybe? We got a map of a potential game mode. I will talk about it right now. Now, unfortunately, I cannot show you the 3 operators or the potential Ground War map, but links for all the sources are in the description, so if you click around and look around, you might see what you're looking for. That being said, the 3 operators were Anna, Gustavo, and Thomas. The locations on the Ground War map were Home Base 1, Flak Tower, Supply Depot, Home Base 2, Benko, Terrain, Rocket Site, Castle, and Radar Station. Like I said, guys, I cannot show you these images on screen, but link in description, go ahead and look around. I'm going to pass you on to Chip Swagger, who's on scene to talk about Splatoon 3. How does Chip get around so fast? I actually have no idea. I'm still trying to figure that out too. Chip just has a way of things. He knows how to get to where he has to be in order to deliver the news. He's very dedicated like that. He might have some powers. Chip, back to you.
Thank you, Steven. And if I told you how I got around so quickly, I'd have to put a 762 through you. Anyways, a Splatoon manga released recently in Japan, And on the Amazon page, there was a sneak peek showing some of the contents inside of the manga. One of the sneak peeks was actually a potential Splatoon 3 plot reveal. The page that was revealed showed former Agent 3 talking about something in Japanese. And we can see Splatville, a location introduced in Splatoon 3. Amazon has since removed the page with a spoiler, but it was quickly screenshotted and posted on Twitter. A user has also translated what the text had said, which was, "A new wind is blowing. Hi-yoo! I wonder who my next opponent will be."
It looks like the Battle Royale game that not many of us know about, called Hyperscape, made by Ubisoft, is actually shutting down permanently. I mean, I'm not surprised. Not a lot of us knew about its existence, even though it was free to play, which is kind of sad. Ubisoft actually made a blog post regarding the shutdown on January 27th, 2022. They stated, "The future of Hyperscape. Contenders, we have made the difficult decision to end development of Hyperscape and shut the game down as of April 28th. We set out to create a vertical, close quarters, and fast-paced shooter experience, and we are extremely grateful to our community for joining us on our journey. We will be taking key learnings from the game into future products. To the Hyperscape community, thank you for your passion and dedication to the world of Neo Arcadia, both inside and outside of the game. Your devotion to the game we built will always be cherished. Reach out to us if you have any questions. Sincerely, Hyperscape." I'd say it's unfortunate that they're shutting down, but again, I don't really think anyone cared for the game. Personally, I believe they're shutting down this Battle Royale game because they want to push the other Ubisoft Battle Royale game that's free to play, coming out later on, called Ghost Recon Frontlines. That, I think, is going to be Ubisoft's Battle Royale baby that they're going to push forward. So they're like, Hyperscape, no one's going to remember that, shut it down.
PlayStation has acquired Bungie for $3.6 billion on January 31st in a deal that I don't think anyone expected. Bungie are known as the original creators for Halo, as well as the creators of Destiny. Now, this does not mean that PlayStation owns Halo at all. The first thing PlayStation stated in the announcement was that they plan on keeping the game's multi-platform. They stated, "Today I am happy to announce Bungie will be joining the PlayStation family. First off, I want to be very clear to the community that Bungie will remain an independent and multi-platform studio and publisher." Fans theorize that PlayStation stating this is to show Xbox that they want to keep a healthy partnership moving forward. And if Xbox decides to make Call of Duty exclusive, then PlayStation at least secured a first-person shooter development team.
YouTuber Nate the Hate, that has a gaming podcast on various platforms, talked about PlayStation VR 2 as well as the rumored PlayStation Spartacus on his latest podcast on January 31st, 2022. Luckily, Reddit user Last Grail listened to the whole podcast and wrote down bullet notes that I can now read for you guys. At 4 minutes and 40 seconds, Nate believes that September to October is the window of release for PlayStation VR 2, just before the holiday timeframe, as well as Horizon VR game will be there as well. There's also some chatter about PlayStation VR 2, but nothing new and it's just speculation. Things like pricing and a potential Resident Evil 8 VR mode. At 30 minutes and 10 seconds, Nate states, based on information he has received, that it would not be backwards compatible due to technical issues and tracking. Enhanced versions of games with superior controls and superior graphics are likely, and backwards compatibility could come later. However, a marketing specialist from Reset Era has heard the opposite and has heard that it will be backwards compatible. So backwards compatibility with VR games, this one is sort of a toss-up in the air. At 30 minutes and 20 seconds, PlayStation Spartacus will merge PS Now and PS Plus. Instead of comparisons to Game Pass, there will be no putting in the disc to play native off of there, which means that you won't have to put in the disc of your old games in order to play the games on the PS5 or hopefully PS4. It's going to just be a digital file on the PlayStation Store or through the Spartacus app or something. At 4 minutes and 40 seconds, expect the announcement of Spartacus after the fiscal year on March 31st between April and June. So expect the announcement of Spartacus between April and June. At 42 minutes, PS1 to Nate's understanding is to be offered at launch, as PS2 and PSP will be offered a little later in 2022 and will be downloadable. PS3 games will be game streaming. The service will be restricted to current PS Now, meaning 19 countries, with planned expansion to other countries shortly after launch for the PS3 games. There is indication for the whole service or just PS3 games. Honestly, not entirely clear. So he's not too sure on how they're going to handle PS1, PS2, PS3, PSP games. Are they all going to be streaming? Are they all going to be downloadable? He's not sure. PS3 is streaming and may come at launch. They speculate they could do downloadable PS3 games and is a possibility, but not in the near future. Spartacus will also have 100 PS1 games at launch. And Sony are doing PS2 and PSP games later on to ensure emulation is at high quality. At 54 minutes, Sony does not want to drip feed games and wants consumers to have legacy software, although licensing issues will play a part on games coming to the service. pretty much stating that don't expect every single PS2 game and PS1 game to appear on the service. At 55 minutes and 15 seconds, Nate has said that they heard from sources that standalone purchases of the legacy software games will be available. However, the unsure part is whether you need to be subscribed to then buy, or anyone can buy at any time with no servers attached. So essentially, Nate is saying, do we have to be subscribed to Spartacus in order to play these, old games, or can anyone just go and buy the game to be able to download it? At 58 minutes, he believes that it will be PS4 and PS5 for Spartacus. Still needs a little more clarity, but states that this will be for both consoles. You can take as speculation, but the original leak indicated a PS4 release as well. This can also play a factor of PS3 streaming games. Speculation comes that PS3 downloads could come to the PS5 only. There was a rumor going around not too long ago where there was a bunch of photos of the PlayStation Store showing PS3 games being able to download. So Nate is saying that PS3 games might be a PS5 only thing. 1 hour and 3 minutes in, Nate didn't hear anything about trophy support, but just because he didn't hear about it doesn't mean that it won't actually be there. Sony does have patents to add trophies in older games, as they mentioned, so Sony has thought about this. 1 hour and 7 minutes in, Spartacus will not add day one big releases like God of War or Last of Us, but will add indie third-party games day one on the service like PS Plus does. So that right there is pretty much everything that Nate the Hate has heard about Project Spartacus and PSVR 2. I know it's a lot of information to handle, but in the description you can check the podcast out as well as all the bullet points to read for yourself, but that sure does sound exciting.
So Twitter user Okami13 noticed that the PlayStation Plus promo image for February changed the fine print text from "for PlayStation Plus members" to "available this month at no extra cost." This could mean that it is just a typo, or it could signify something big coming to PS Plus for all users. For those of you who do not know what Project Spartacus is, it is supposed to be a competitor to the Xbox Game Pass. PS Plus users are currently given 3 games free of charge per month, and those 3 can vary in quality, ranging from indie titles such as Knockout City to AAA titles like Control. This could be a positive change for PS Plus users, as it sounds like it's more bang for your buck. I'll have more on this as the story develops. Back to you, Steven.
Even more Call of Duty news, but this time in movie form. Dwayne Johnson has been talking about wanting to do a Call of Duty movie because it's based on one of his favorite game franchises. Dwayne Johnson is no stranger to doing video game movies. He starred in Doom, which was a failure, and he also starred in the more recent Rampage, which was actually a success. Dwayne Johnson has no idea what story he wants to adapt in the Call of Duty universe, but it's more likely leading towards some sort of Modern Warfare 2 story, or a story in the Modern Warfare series. Will this Call of Duty movie be made? And if it does, will you guys watch it? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Discord has announced, with PlayStation also tweeting about it, that they are gradually rolling out PlayStation linking to your Discord account. Yes, you heard that correctly. PlayStation and Discord now have a partnership together and have created an even bigger benefit for gamers around the globe. Since you are watching this gaming news recap on Sunday, the account linking should be global by now, and I can personally attest that it is possible in the United States. Hopefully this means we will see the Discord app on the PlayStation consoles in the near future. Joe Miller 101 on Twitter had posted a screenshot of his PlayStation 5 download of Dying Light 2 Stay Human, showing that it only comes up to a grand total of 25 gigabytes on his PlayStation 5, and stating that the PS4 version only goes up to 51 gigabytes. Back to you, Steven. And no, Steven, before you ask, I did not break into Jimmy's room. Michael let me in. I just had to point something at him to incentivize him. For those of you who are a fan of Apex Legends, you may be aware that Season 12 is just around the corner, with a planned release of February 8th. Now, some of the content included in this update will be a new legend, and of course, new Battle Pass content. But there's obviously much more. While I cannot show you the content, if you look on the ground below, you might notice a shiny rock with a reflection on it that just so happens to have a link to a Reddit post by Danny Boy Ocean, which includes a link to a website which showcases some of this new content. This Apex Legends update is going to be a next-gen update for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S/X users, and will include a bunch of new features. That is at least what Respawn had told the press.
Well, if you're a Call of Duty fan, this sounds like some exciting news for you guys. Well, that being said, that wraps up this weekly roundup of gaming news. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
That's all we have for you all today. Thank you for watching Fatal Steven News. I'm Chip Swagger. Have a good Sunday, legends.
If you want to submit your own gaming news for Chip Swagger and I to potentially cover in a future video, click the link in the description and join the Discord. There is a channel there that says Gaming News Submissions. Go ahead and submit your news there. if Chip and I cover it, we would definitely credit you for sending us the news. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Fatal Steve and Fatal News.